There are two things I've always remembered about Texas Chainsaw 3 from my Fangoria-reading teenage years. First, it had a pretty nifty teaser trailer with entirely original footage, something you rarely see. Also, Chainsaw 3 had all kinds of problems getting an R rating from the MPAA, but more on that in a few. By 1990, the Chainsaw franchise was part of New Line Cinema, which was its third owner. New Line grabbed it, hoping it would pick up the slack from its concluding Nightmare on Elm Street series, but nope, it did not. The opening title crawl is back, and this time the story it tells basically ignores the events of the second film. That's a bit disrespectful if you ask me, but I know I'm in the minority of thinking Chainsaw 2 was awesome. Realistically though, I suppose continuing the story from the end of Part 2 is for the most part impossible, considering how that one wrapped up. Yeah, that title card is kinda goofy looking. A young couple, that is to say a pair of young people since their relationship never seems to be established, are on their way to Florida. Somewhere in Texas, they experience the male internet, personified.
Well, looks like we got some customers, ladies. You stay right here. Hey, get you. Yeah, I got you good. $5. It's only $5. It's a good picture. What do you say? Bitch says fill her up. I'll fill it up for you, man. Scare her face. Make you moan. You don't like it? Mm-hmm. You like me, don't you?
You ain't giving the lady a hard time now, are you?
I ain't bothering nobody, mister.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Don't mention. You're the last thing I saw before I died. I die a happy man.
For daring to do this, they get menaced.
Oh my god!
It's coming from behind us!
During the chase, they literally run into Dawn of the Dead's Ken Foray, a survivalist, which is fortunate, but he treats their injuries with painkillers, which is not. While they sleep, he encounters an escaped victim of Leatherface, and then they all wander around the woods aimlessly for a while, before finally converging at Leatherface's palatial estate for chainsaw hijinks and awkward family moments.
What kind of sick shit is this?
The third Chainsaw entry is pretty disappointing, but again, I'm one of those weirdos who really likes the second one. I just don't feel like there's any reason for this film to exist. It doesn't really expand on the story or legend of these people, it's just another retelling that's only tied to the first film via the opening crawl. This could have easily been an unnumbered remake or a reboot.
Tank did it. Chrome's every damn thing.
Now, this here is a very cool thing, but it's wasted on a goof like Leatherface. Also, if I want to get nitpicky, and I do, that line is a line from the second film, which according to this film doesn't exist. The cast here is hit and miss. The young couple isn't the best. Our leading lady doesn't compare at all to the two women from the first two films, and the Encyclopedia Britannica dude is super annoying.
I'm about to fucking lose my mind!
Now, there is a very young Viggo Mortensen here, and he's fine.
I wish you'd call me text. I told you.
And Ken Foray just makes everything better, but the most entertaining cast member turns out to be the weird Mumbly Joe Twitter guy.
Do I know you?
Shut up. Move it.
Now, I am very scared of guns, mister, so please do not point that at my face.
Now, I've never been to Texas, at least not long enough to get out and look around, but one thing I noticed as I was watching was how little the film looked like Texas, or at least the Texas I've constructed in my mind. Turns out my mind is pretty sharp, as the entire film was shot in California. As I mentioned at the beginning, Chainsaw 3 had a tough time securing an R rating from the MPAA. While New Line has since made an unrated cut available, all I had at my disposal for the purpose of this review was the theatrical R-rated version, and boy, are the cuts noticeable and jarring. It's all mostly effect stuff that got cut out, and most of it doesn't affect the film otherwise, but if you're coming to Chainsaw 3 for the gore, you're going to want to seek out a certain other version to get what you're looking for. In the end, I'm just left with a question of why. Not just why does this movie exist, but why are these people so determined to eat other people? A grocery store is clearly easier and more cost efficient. This whole lifestyle just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it, they're insane, sure, but still, Just go grab some barbecue or something. Damn, it's Texas. That stuff is everywhere.